All right, the program's cooking along. The PM Show, Weekend Edition with Bob Conrad.
RC, you can call me. Call me Robert. Call me Duke. Call me Conrad. Don't call me Bob. Bob or Pappy.
Oh, no kidding.
Doesn't charm me. All right, we're going to Keith, and then there's a little surprise for the two hens that are coming up. So let's talk to Keith. Hey, Keith.
How are you, Robert?
I'm all right. How are you?
I'm good. How are you doing, Paul?
Hey, doing great. Thanks, Keith.
I also wanted to express my sympathies about the loss of Stephen Cannell.
Thank you. On behalf of Stephen and his family, I thank you.
You feel like sharing a favorite story about him?
About Steve?
Yeah.
A favorite story? Well, I'll tell you, one of the nice stories about him is he was acting in a film that I was producing down in Florida, and I hired him because he loved acting and writing books more than anything. And he was sitting with this woman and had to wait for 2 hours, and she called me 3 days ago. She became a psychiatrist and said he was the nicest person she had ever met, and she didn't know that he was, a producer, probably the most successful. He just was a nice actor waiting to get in front of a camera. And then the other story about Steve is he didn't want me in Black Sheep, in Baba Black Sheep. He said that he was had heard about my reputation, and he didn't want to get hit on the chin if it didn't go the way I wanted. And then my agent, David Shapiro, said, please, you got to see Conrad. He's perfect for this role. And I went in, and there was Steve, and sitting to the left of him was Gregory Boyington, and it was all about him. And Pappy and I met, and then I went outside, and they called me back in, and Steve said, well, you've got the part. And Pappy said, let's celebrate. And so we went to the Sheraton Universal Hotel, and we started celebrating. And the next thing I knew, it was morning, and I had taken a room at the Stardust with Gregory Boyington. So those are my those are my Stephen Cannell stories. Great guy. One of probably, not because he was my friend, because I have friends that weren't the nicest guys in the world, and I belong to their list, but he happened to be one of the sweetest, kindest, most gentle human beings I've ever met. Okay, that's the end of that, Keith. Anything else before we let you go?
Oh, thanks. I appreciate that. Those are great stories.
Thank you. It's a pleasure. Now, we have here two special ladies. We have to talk to Becky first, but wait, before we do, I want to show you and our audience. Hold that for me, will you, Worth? That's Worth Keeter. Can you get into camera, Worth, so we'll wave to him? See?
There you go. Good shot.
Yeah, all right. Here it is.
Want me to hold it up, Bob? You can kind of sit there and narrate while I kind of hold it up to the camera if you want.
Yeah, but I can hold it.
Yeah, because we want to get you on the microphone, Bob. If you're not off a microphone.
I'll get on the mic.
Okay.
All right, here. Don't show it yet. Show it here. Bring it to me, Worth.
Yeah, this is going to be a surprise unveiling.
This one, Worth. Okay.
Yeah.
All right, so it says here, the three hot hens, the women who leave everything behind to work for their dream man. I don't know who that is. Then it says Sue. She's sassy, subtle. This hottie is as smart as she is good looking. She can handle anything from the ironing to the fax machine. And here's Becky, a Southern belle with an attitude. She tells it like it is, with an accent as sweet as morning dew on a magnolia blossom. And then there's Mary. She's a convent reject. She'd really like to sin, but doesn't know how, and wants someone to teach her. And then there's Robert, and then there's tune in every week to see how these four very different people work and play, talk, and nap with each other. Now, put this, if you would, Worth, in front of the camera, and there you go, and get as close as you can, and let our audience see the three hens. There they are. How about those hotties?
And bring it down to there you go. Yeah, okay. Look at that.
Are we getting it?
Yeah, we're getting it.
All right, thanks a lot.
Here, let me give out the telephone number, because, again, we're going to get to Becky and Sue, and then we got a couple of open lines at 800-336-2225. 800-336-2225. Bob, where do we go?
I'd like to go to Becky. Becky, baby?
Hey, Robert. Hey, Paul. How are y'all today?
We're doing good. I'm so glad you called. Now, if we had Mary, the four of us would be together and we could do a dance. Could I have my coffee, please?
Hey, that sounds good to me.
Yeah. So how's it going, sweetheart?
Just fine. I wanted to tell you how great you look in that shirt.
Oh, well, thank you.
Bob,
Now,
that is one of the fanciest shirts that I think you've worn at the program.
and I want to thank you for this shirt. I want to thank whomever it was that sent this shirt. She or he sent two. And I've had them in the closet. And I thought they, might be just a little gay. I wasn't sure. And, with my
It's
reputation, I have to be careful.
No, that
anyway,
looks like you could go on Dancing with the Stars or something.
thank you. Thank you. All right, Becky,
Too
what's
bad
up?
you don't got a pair of slacks to go with it.
Thank you.
I just I'm gonna keep. I just wanted to say that wanted to express my condolences about Stephen Kennel. He was truly a TV icon.
He surely was, babe. And I know he appreciates that, and so do I. And don't you love the way I had you guys framed? Huh? Do you see that frame?
Oh, yeah. And you know who our dream man is.
Yeah, but don't tell your husband.
He
I
knows
got you.
all about Uncle Bob.
I know. I spoke to him on the phone. He's a nice guy. Let's talk
Yeah.
Let's.
Okay, talk to you
hey,
later.
wait a minute, Becky. Guess what happened?
What?
We are 100%. The three musketeers or musketeers. Mary just called in. We got Mary,
All
Sue,
right.
and Becky, the three
All right,
lovely
the
hens.
Sisterhood of Bob's Babes.
Thank you, babe.
Love you.
Love you, darling.
Bye.
Thank
Okay,
you.
there goes Becky. Now take them in order. We got to go to Sue in New Hampshire.
Let's see. How much time do we have before commercial?
Not a lot of time at all, so we'll go to
Let's-
Sue after the break.
Okay, Sue, hang in there, good looking. And you too, Mary, your little beauty. Mary's the one that was the reject.
The
Yes.
convent reject.
Yes, she's a pretty girl.
we
but
won't,
she
we won't
just-
tell anybody.
No, I wouldn't tell anybody. And so I just
Got a reputation to preserve.
Yeah, and we've got some lines open. If you people want to call and talk to us, don't complain that the line's always busy and you have a 45-minute wait. You won't have a 4-minute wait if you call in right now. And the number is?
Number is 800-336-2225. That's 1-800-336-2225.
Okay, coming to you, Sue and Mary, right after our commercial break.
Hey, it's the weekend edition of the PM show with Robert Conrad. Don't call him Bob.
Thank you.
Didn't
Or Pappy. What?
who was the guy that did the Battle of the Network Stars? Howard Cosell.
Oh, I loved
Didn't
him.
he say Bob Conrad?
I loved him.
Okay, he can do it.
He could have done anything.
Okay,
he
there
was
you
one of
go.
the nicest,
Okay.
funniest guys I ever knew.
We'll be back right after this.
You order a glass of your favorite Cabernet, fresh asparagus, hollandaise on the side,